What is up, guys? As an ex-product manager, I really found the Atlassian's Rovo product expert agent really useful because it gives you the option to create your own PRDs, to actually generate the task from those PRDs. And something that is also useful as well is to look at some of the best practices for product managers. We're gonna go through everything in this video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel as well. See you.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this,
into this video. So you're gonna be clicking on this chat right here, and I want to also click on the full screen as well. It is actually going to take us to the chat panel. Now within the chat itself, you're going to have the agents in here that can actually help you out. So you have, of course, two options to browse some of the agents. That there are already built-in agents by the Atlassian that actually has created, or you can also create your own agents. When you're creating your own agents, you can create some non-code agents, or if you want to choose to actually implement some of the APIs, you can also create some of the agents that require some code, so we'll be actually using the Atlassian Forge. So let us first browse these agents right here. So since I was the product manager for 2 years, creating the product requirement documents was really a big part of my job, where for each feature this was actually being used to really have the alignment with the developers, with the stakeholders, and with the designers as well. So it's going to be this one that it says product requirements expert. So I'm going to be clicking on this one. And now even it says generate a PRD for me. So when you're creating the prompts and when you say like generate a PRD for me, that is not really something that you will get some of the interesting and some of the actually reliable results. So instead, I'm going to say generate a voice recognition PRD, which will outline the goals, use cases, and deliverables. Alright, generate a voice recognition PRD, which will outline the goals, use cases, and deliverables of this feature. Alright, so first of all, we're gonna see how is it going to look like. So first of all, it's saying to create a comprehensive PRD document for voice recognition. Let's start by gathering some context. Please answer the following questions. What specific features or product do you want to build with the voice recognition? Why are you building the voice recognition feature? This is actually really interesting. I like the idea that is asking me why do I want to do this, because as PMs, our job was constantly asking why do we actually need to have this feature? What kind of a problem will it actually solve? What opportunity does it address? So what are the initial feature requirements for functionalities you want to include in the voice recognition? Once you provide this information, I can help with the draft of the PRD using the template structure provided. So first of all, what specific feature or product do you want to build with voice recognition? Well, let's say that with a voice recognition, I want to be able to, let's say, order some food. With voice recognition, I want to order some food. So let me see. Yeah, I can now go with the second one, and I'm going to say, I'm just going to say I want to order some food. Nothing like a big of a context. Why are we building the voice recognition feature? I want to build this feature to make the process of ordering food more seamless. Yeah, and also the last one, what are initial feature requirements or functionalities you want to include in this voice recognition feature? So I'm gonna say something like, I want to include the option for options, include the options to choose which restaurant I want to order from, what are the menus and the prices as well. All right, I'm gonna say something like this. I'm gonna submit. All right, let's see what kind of an answer I'm going to have. So, okay, so the this is the draft, right? And in here it's saying voice recognition for food ordering. Problem space. Customer often find the process of ordering food through traditional apps or websites cumbersome and time consuming, which is true. This inefficiency can lead to frustration and decreased user satisfaction. By implementing a voice recognition feature, users can seamlessly order food, enhancing their overall experience and increasing engagement with the platform, which is actually pretty true. Now you also have the objectives in here that is actually giving, which is pretty good, and also the success metrics, which is another part of having the product requirement document. So in here it's saying what are the objectives? Enhance user experience by reducing the time taking to order food by 50%. Now 50%, I don't, that is not really realistic by 50%, but okay, let's take it as it is. Success metrics: achieve a 40% adoption rate of the voice recognition feature within the first 3 months post launch. Yes, this is actually something that is possible to do. And there are more of the things. Achieve a user satisfaction score of 85% or higher for the voice ordering process. Now that is of course if you're introducing some kind of surveys or you're actually recording the actions of how many times your users were actually using the voice recognition feature. So product requirements and user stories. So this is actually pretty interesting. Voice command to select a restaurant. As a user, I want to use voice commands to select a restaurant so that I can quickly start my order. This basically there's no design because I didn't ask actually for this. And priority level, it said that's like P0 and P0 and P1, P2, P3, P4. All right, so I guess what is it doing here, because I didn't specify the priority levels. This is now using by the default. I should have specified that for my requirements I could be using for the priority level something like the highest, high, medium, low, and something like that. So I could actually use it in the prompt itself. Voice command to browse the menus. As a user, I want to use voice commands to browse menus so that I can easily find what I want to order. Interesting. Voice command to check the prices. As a user, I want to use voice commands to check prices so that I can make informed decisions. Okay. Voice confirmation of the order. As a user, I want to confirm my order using voice so that I can ensure accuracy before placing it. Interesting. So in here, what is using include user experience and designs. So it's saying to include the links to Figma to demonstrate how the users will interact with the voice recognition feature. Ensure the design is intuitive and aligns with the overall user journey. So it's really going like in depth, which is something as product manager you really need to provide to your stakeholders so they can understand basically everything. And it's even saying in here what are the technical considerations: compatibility, scalability, performance, and the security as well. Compatibility: ensure the integration with existing restaurant databases and menu APIs. In here, designed to handle increasing user numbers and voice data, which is actually pretty true. Optimize for quick response times and accurate voice recognition. Yes. Implement data encryption and comply with the relevant data protection regulations. This is actually pretty interesting. Now it's giving the target dates. Now for the full launch and everything, you cannot actually really predict when something is going to happen. What if one of your developers get sick, for example, or there is a certain delay in the project? You cannot really like estimate when the full launch is going to be. They also have like open questions: how we will handle accents and dialects in the voice recognition. Okay, this is pretty interesting question, how you're actually going to handle this. So I don't believe that this should be like really big of a problem. uh, so I don't think that there are going to be a lot of limitations in there. What fallback options are available if voice recognition fails? How we will ensure data privacy and compliance. All right, so there are a lot of stuff in here. I'm going to say with the provided PRD as a draft, create user stories in Jira. Okay, so you're going to see now to if we actually can fetch the whole PRD, and we can actually do this. So, all right, okay. So it seems there are no existing user stories in Jira for the voice recognition. All right, so it's saying what we're actually having in here. I'm going to say create these user stories for me in a Jira project nexus. All right, so since it has to have right here, here's nexus. Since there are no users voice recognition to create these user stories, you can follow the steps. All right, unfortunately I cannot create them for you directly, but you can easily do so by logging into your Jira account and create the new stories. So I really hope that this actually will be possible in the future to create the user stories from your PRDs using the Rovo, because it also can really save a lot of time for the product managers and actually be more focused on the meetings with aligning with the developers and also aligning with the stakeholders as well. So you can say, how do I actually prioritize them? So this is actually something that is important as well, because you need to know which are going to be. So it's saying like for the high, medium, and low. So it's P0, P1, and P2. So what was actually doing, it generated the high, medium, priorities for the features. So it's actually in here. So for the high priority, it's saying voice command to select a restaurant, voice confirmation of order, which is the high priority. The medium one is to browse the menus, and the low priority is actually to check the prices. Right. Actually, for checking the prices, I don't agree with this. I would put this as a medium priority, and this is why. Because I want to check the price of that item. As soon as it gives me some price that I don't really like, I can say it back. I don't wanna offer this. It's too expensive for me. find something an alternative for me or something else. So for the low priority, no, I wouldn't put it like that. But this is actually the summary of everything that we needed to have, at least for this video. So this is how the product managers can actually leverage the Atlassian Rovo to actually use for the writing the PRDs, at least. And the writing the PRD is a really big deal, as also writing the user stories. So at least one part of the problem that a product manager has is actually to write the PRD document, which can actually take a lot of time. So this was everything that I had to prepare for this video. Of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel as well. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.